What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elliott Delp. Today we're going to be doing a review on one of the new Primary Arms Hunting Series SLx scope. So this is a 3-9x40, but before we dive into the specs and the features, how it performed, all that great stuff, I would like to give you guys a transparency disclosure. Primary Arms did send this optic out to me to review. I didn't pay for it or anything. I just wanted to let you guys know before I dive right into all this, okay? Second thing. Basement Operator Company. Basement Operator Company is our apparel line here at Elliott Delp's YouTube channel. This is one of the ways we find products for you guys and pay for stuff. So make sure to check us out. Give us a little bit of support if you don't mind. And comment. Also check it out on Instagram. All right. So Basement Operator Company does have an Instagram, so you can go check it out. Link is in the description. Would mean a lot. Make sure to check out my Instagram while you're there as well. Post all kinds of deals there like this optic. No more plugging. Let's talk about the optic itself. So this is Primary Arms 3-9x40 hunting scope. This brand new line from them, came out this year. This thing runs $200, okay? They have another model, the 3-9x50, that runs $250, okay? So that's the price of the optic. What this optic comes with, you're looking at it. Does not come with scope mounts or anything. You have to pick those up on your own. These are some Nikons, all right? Just letting you know ahead of time. To start on the specs, you have 3.5 inches of eye relief, which really, really, really nice eye relief, all right? Nothing to complain about there. Moving forward, you have your focusing ring right here, your diopter. Then you have your throw or your magnification. So this is the 3-9, very nice magnification. Comfortable, smooth, not too stiff. A lot of times optics can be a pain in the butt to rotate, and sometimes they can just fly back and forth. This one works fine. Moving forward from that, you have your tube size. So this is a 1-inch tube. Like I mentioned before, Nikon scope rings. Very basic, very common. Easy to find the 1-inch tube or the 1-inch scope rings. It's not that hard. Moving to the turrets, you have cap turrets. Okay, you have quarter MOA adjustment. So this is an MOA optic. So whenever you're doing your holdovers or well, you're not doing any holdovers with the reticle, but if you're doing any kind of adjustments, you are working in MOA. You have 80 MOA of total travel on your elevation and your windage, which are really important. And you have really nice tactile clicks and adjustments when you're zeroing. Moving forward from the windage and elevation, you have your reticle. So the reticle is fairly uncomplex. It's the Plex reticle, which is, I'll pop it up here. It's basically just a cross. It's basically just your, like when you think of a very, very standard reticle, that's what's in this Primary Arms SLx hunting scope, which is a little disappointing considering Primary Arms has a wide variety of awesome reticles. So I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Moving past the reticle, we have a 40mm objective, and that's kind of the whole specs of this optic. So without further ado, let's talk about kind of how it performed and what my philosophy was behind all that, okay? But before we do, I would like to say thank you to one of the sponsors of the channel, Kerr Ammo. So if you haven't heard about Kerr, Kerr is out of Texas. They're an awesome ammo company. They do a lot for us here at my YouTube channel. They supply a lot of the ammunition for these videos, and I couldn't do it without them. So if you want to check out Kerr, you can head on over to the link in my description, takesomeoneoutdoors.com/links. There you can find Kerr's website, and if you use code DELP10, it'll save you $10 off on your first order. No minimum purchase. Awesome deal. So if you buy $20 worth of ammo, you can use my code, and it'll save you $10 off on that first order, which makes $10 ammo. I mean, you can't really go wrong there. All right, how this thing performed. How did this $200 brand new Primary Arms hunting optic perform? It did pretty well. So I have it here on the Diamondback DB15. Okay, you've seen this Diamondback a lot because this is a very, very common gun that I use on the channel. I love it. It's very accurate, it's a very good shooter. I have it as kind of my daytime predator hunting setup. All right, that's what I've been using this gun for and as, and the optic did great on it. So some things you want to make sure are important when you have a good optic is you want glass clarity, You want to have very tactile turret clicks. You want to know when you're making your adjustments, and then you want to be able to track. All right, so those are like the key things for me. Finish, how it looks, all that comes second. All right, super clear optic. All right, Primary Arms has really good glass. I've been a fan of their glass for a while, and I think they carry through with this. The SLX line, I've never had a problem with. I have a few of their SLX optics, and this is just like the other ones. I mean, really good glass, really, really nice. All right, tracked really well. So I zeroed it in at 50 yards because I'm a real big fan of the 5200 zero, and I haven't had a problem with it at all. Once I zeroed it at 50, I confirmed at 200 and yet to touch it. All right, so no problems whatsoever there. And then I've already mentioned how it has good tactile clicks. So I think that's really, really nice, and is what you should expect from a $200 hunting optic. You want to make sure it works, and you want to make sure everything flows smoothly. If it doesn't flow smoothly, Primary Arms does have a lifetime warranty on these optics, so they will get you taken care of if something happens or breaks things. So that needs to be said. If anything ever happens, Primary Arms has you. So who's this optic for? Why would you pick this up? Like, what's the reasoning behind it? Obviously, it's their hunting optic, so it's marketed towards hunters. People put it in them on, like you can put it on an AR-15 if you're wanting to get into deer or predators or whatnot. You can also put it on something more of a bolt chassis. So if you have like a Remington 700 or a Ruger American Predator or anything like that, that would as well. Primary Arms did test these on scars. I don't have a scar, but if you know anything about them, they're really abusive. So they can hold up to a lot. I wouldn't throw it on a 50, but I wouldn't have a problem putting it on a larger caliber bolt gun whatsoever. All right, that's one demographic that this fits, the hunter. Second demographic is if you're just looking for a good optic for your AR-15 or your normal, like if you want to have a little bit longer range option for your rifle, this is a great option. I would have no problems whatsoever picking this up if this was kind of like my more recce-ish build. Maybe I put a canted red dot on the side here. I would have no problem whatsoever running it in that sense either. The only downside is there is no real reticle. It's just a crosshair, like just a crosshair. And I think Primary Arms should put some sort of at least basic holdovers in it, if not something more intense. I mean, Primary Arms has a wide variety of reticles that they could use there. I mean, the main one's the ACSS. I don't know if that one would quite work here, but something else, something other than just the Plex. But that's my only gripe to the thing. Overall, it did great, and I think that both it could fit the normal person that's not really into hunting, and I think it could fit the hunter both very well. So I think that about does it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to go check this out, link to Primary Arms is at my link tree, which is not my link tree. It's takesomeoneoutdoors.com/links. There you can find Primary Arms' website. You just click the button and you can check this out there. Okay, so I think that really about does it for the video. I really appreciate you guys watching and making it this far. Thank you again to Primary Arms for sending this optic out, and I will see you on the next one. As always, take someone outdoors. Peace.